welcome back to a new video. My name is of course Paul, and today what we're going to talk about is the Ford Focus and what happened with it and the absolute nightmare that it was. But I only had it 12 months. So the reason I'm doing this today is because obviously it's Tuesday, I'm still bunged up, my throat's sore, I keep coughing, so I apologise for any skips in the video. It's where I've had to edit the coughing or the sneezing out. But it all started from when I got jumped for the course of the XR, basically the blue one. And it set off a thing where I wanted to get rid of the car. I tried for months to get shut of it at the beginning. Then I fell in love with the car and didn't want to really give it up. So I scouted around for a long time looking for the car, and decided with me doing so many miles I wanted something a bit bigger, again like the Astra, and something that I could just basically put it into drive and go. So I was looking for an auto. So I scouted around, couldn't find nothing that I liked. And then I came across Ford, which is now Trust Ford up in St Helens. And what happened was, I went there, they gave me a price for my car, and I was looking at some of the car on the forecourt, but it had astronomical mileage and it had a bit of it had a hard life. I was scouting around for a long time. It was quite badly battered for a 14 plate. I carried on scouting around, and I was on the internet one day in work. I'd walked away from Ford and Trust Ford and stuff, and I went on the Ford website where you could browse all the used cars in stock, which is obviously across all dealerships that Trust Ford, Ford own. So I came across this white Focus ZS, which was up in Birmingham, I think it was in, and it was an ex-manager's demonstrator, which is basically what I've bought mostly all the time, is ex-managers demonstrators. Seeing the pictures of it, it had the dark tints on the back, it was white, it had the full kit on it, looked apart, and I was like, yeah, I need to see that car. And I went into the Trust Ford dealership, spoke to the guy there, and we agreed everything, price, stuff like that, and he said the car will be here, no ifs, no buts, the car will be here, and it'll be exactly the way you've seen it. I said, okay, fair enough. So deal was done, car was mine, signed the paperwork, all hunky-dory. Not at all, not in the slightest. About a week and a half passed, I phoned the dealership as the car arrived. No. I was like, why not? They were like, we just were having a bit of a hard time getting hold of it. So I said, what about if I phone the Birmingham dealership? Would that speed things along? They said, please don't phone the Birmingham dealership. So then it sent a weird signal to me that I needed to phone the Birmingham dealership, basically. So I phoned them up, told them that I was interested in the car. Never told them I bought the car, told them I was interested. And they said, that's great, superb, the car's still for sale, which it wasn't, it was sold to me. And that, unfortunately though, I couldn't go and see it as the car was out with a customer who needed an automatic. Their car was in for repair and they'd let this car go out. Now bearing in mind the advert said this car had 520 miles on it. When I picked it up it had 2,500 miles on it. It was a bit of a sad and sore story, to be honest. After me phoning the Birmingham dealership, I then rang the St Helens dealership, told them what I knew, and that's when an argument started between me and the sales manager for the used car side. He decided to argue the fact that the car was not mine, even though it's on the paperwork to say it was mine, and done the deal. The car was not mine, he can cancel the deal anytime he likes. He didn't have to take this crap from me. And because I was in work at the time, I couldn't do nothing about it. I was absolutely livid, I was fuming, I was absolutely fuming with him. So I waited, finished work, and I shot down there. His face hit the floor when I walked through the door, because obviously he thought I was in work. He wasn't expecting me to come walking through the door. After a bit of a confrontation, back and forth, and me arguing with him, he turned around and said, it's my fault, I'm in the wrong. Not me, him. In the fact that he should have arranged to make sure the car was sorted and taken care of and taken off the customer. And the reason he kicked off was because he didn't know, he didn't know how to save face, basically. We agreed some deal, basically, and he said, I'll get the car here. I went, well, it needs to be here in a couple of days, otherwise it's cancelled, the course of the XR will go elsewhere. A couple of days passed, next thing I get a phone call, late in the afternoon, your car's here to be collected. I was like, you couldn't have given me the heads up a couple of days before or a day before just to say, by the way, your car's here, it'll be ready tomorrow, nothing like that, no. So obviously we already had a bad relationship and a bad start to it. We agreed on a full tank of fuel, mats, and a few other little bits and pieces. When I picked the car up, we took it to the garage over the road for fuel. they filled it right up to the brim. Then I said there's no mats in the car, so we went back over and he found an old pair of mats which stunk of petrol. And I was like, you can't put them in my car. But what he done was he decided to put them in the boot. The following morning the car absolutely reeked of petrol. And I mean reeked. So back to the dealership we went, they got me a new set of mats and cleaned the car. It was only a couple of months later, I was cleaning the car, and while cleaning I noticed that it had these weird white dots all over the driver's door and passenger door. I couldn't quite figure out what they were, so I phoned the garage up, they told me to bring it down. I took it down, they took it away, and next thing it come out without the white dots on it. So, and it was just it was like oh, we're sorry about that, we don't know what it was, but it's gone now. So I decided to get an AA check done. AA come out, took the car like we went to the garage. Car went up on a ramp and they told me it being in a side impact, which is why basically there was another piece of the car that said it was on it that was missing. And what it is, when you open the driver's or passenger door, it's supposed to have these mechanisms that pop out, a door guard. It's supposed to be like pop out, close the door, pop back in. And they weren't there. And the reason for that was because it being in a side impact and the door had been replaced, and they hadn't replaced the mechanism. They hadn't bought doors with the mechanisms in. So they lied over that. So basically I decided there and then the car had to go. I couldn't keep hold of it, and I wasn't going to argue the toss with Trust Ford, because it would have went on for months. We would have argued back and forth. I would have got angry, I would have got upset, and it would have just stressed me out. So in the end I just decided to cut my losses and get rid of the car. Cost me £5 grand to get shut of it, but I got shut of it, and that's why I'm in the white one now. But it just shows you guys, always shop around and always make sure you know what you're looking at. That's why from now on when I go and look at a car, if it's an ex-manager's demonstrator, I'll always take someone with me, because I mean that one has been great up to now. It only had 750 mile on it when I picked it up, so it wasn't too bad. It had new tyres on it, which obviously it'd been on a couple of track days or whatever, but maybe it had, maybe it hadn't, we just don't know. That's the worst thing about buying used. On buying the next manager's demonstrator, you don't know what's going on with the car. I'm quite happy with the white Corsa VXR. Who knows what's going to be next, especially car wise. I know what's coming next for me personally, which is obviously the Vito to do the airport and stuff in, but I don't know what's coming next car wise, but we shall see. For now guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, because I'm going to shoot on, go and pick the wife up, and we're off to see American Made tonight. So I'm looking forward to that little night out with the wife. But I hope I get rid of this. Thanks so much for watching guys, I really appreciate it. Give this video a big thumbs up for me, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Take it easy guys, see you later. Also everyone, thanks so much for 600 subs.